All right, guys, happy Saturday, July 2nd to you. Hope you guys are doing well. Wanted to give you a little update of what I'm doing, as well as just kind of show you a little bit of the struggle that I go through sometimes with some of these customs. So working this Ross Chastain, Mr. Daniel had asked for this, and putting this together. This is his My Rewards McDonald's car from last year, and really just, I won't say just getting started, but I've pre-painted the roof because the decal comes up a little bit short, as you can see on this back end, and so pre-painted that black. Also just did along the sides here before I put the windows back in, because you're going to get a little bit of that. Potentially the decal won't cover it, just want to make sure that that's all black there. Interestingly enough, needed to trim up this hood decal so I could get that on there, and hopefully I've got this in the right place, because my next step is to put this piece in, which I'm gonna have to fold up, and I'm gonna have to definitely get some micro sole, because that's got to connect there and that's got to connect there, and yeah, you can already see it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun working that. Trying to get that in place. And what's hard, right? You can see here, there's some overlap, right? That 42 goes into the yellow. This goes into the yellow. If I can get this to focus here. And even this Chip Ganassi decal goes into the yellow. So it's not like I can separate this yellow strip out without a lot of difficulty. So, yeah, gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. For the first car that he's asked me to make, Daniel pulled a hard paint scheme for me to build. So I'll do my best as I work that. I've also got this Eric Almirola, fresh from Florida, number 98 to build for Leander. And so that car is up here and ready to roll when I get to it. I threw together another Briscoe High Point Patriotic car. This is the decal set that flakes, and I was able to get it to turn out a little bit better than the first one, primarily because I just took a lot of precautions. And it did flake a little bit right there. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little white showing through. But I pre-painted black on the roof. But what I tried to do in cutting out these decals is not cut right along the edge of the decal where I'm cutting into the color. Like I did a little bit here. But just tried to take extreme caution there. You have to do it along this roof. But because I pre-painted, you don't see the jagged edges on there. The back side turned out okay. I've got a little bit of seam there, where these connect. But it's not bad. Did flake a little bit right here, if you can tell, right there on that black where that loops around. A little bit here, but pretty happy with how this turned out all in all. And this isn't a full wrap car. You got wraps up here on the roof, but so it's maybe moderate difficulty along those lines. So, but sealing that up, and glad that's turning out fairly decent. All right, so what do I have going on here up here? So I've got a Ryan Blaney, number 29, what is it, Cooper Standard or something? Yeah, Cooper Standard Camping World truck. I only have one decal set, thanks to James, Crazy Man, sent this to me, and so he won at Bristol in this race. I got the yellow rims and all that, putting that together. I also have, this is for Michael, he had asked for a 2014 Matt Kenseth Home Depot 15 years of racing. It was I haven't built one of these in a while, and so I got that painted white. I used the Color Shot Marshmallow, and I'll get a little bit of the orange to pre-paint around the windows and back here, because inevitably you have that you don't have full coverage there. This is a little short, so I'll get that done here once this is fully dried. I'll come back to this number 72 Schluter Systems. But Sam asked for 4 cars, and this is just how it goes, right? So Sam, I appreciate your patience. He wants this Greg Biffle Cheez-It number 16, so I've got that painted, ready to start reassembling this thing. He asked for this Stenhouse Kroger NOS number 47, so this is painted with the brilliant blue. And that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how that's coming along. And then a Davison Smart Sanitizer, number 15. So I'm working that. Got that painted. Again, used the Color Shot Marshmallow. I'm going to do some pre-painting around these windows with the black. So that'll turn out well. Now, let's talk about this car. So he sent me this. This is a Corey LaJoie number 72 Schluter Systems. Okay, it's a 2018, and he had the background color removed, and that's where I'm stuck, guys. I won't say I'm stuck because I do have a way forward, but I want to walk you through where I was at with this. Because when I initially saw this car, I'm like, okay, simple black background, and we're good to go. As you can see, that's not black. I actually primed it with a gray, because I don't think it's black. So let's go over to the computer. I want to show you guys what I have here. And I've got my daughter's computer here. So this is J-Ski's site. And you can see, here's the car. It's and maybe this is going to be hard to really show on the laptop here. But here's the design. Here's a picture right here, but I want to go up to this picture here. And let me see if I can get this right. What I noticed looking at this car, and again, this is not the car on the track, but what I noticed is the outline around this window, which is black, doesn't match the background color. So I'm right here, right? And it's hard to tell. Even though, and maybe, again, it's hard to see. This is black here behind the 7, but when you go across this white line, I don't think that's black. I don't think this is black here. I think this is a different color. So let me go up a little bit, and I'll show you some more pictures that J-Ski has. And J-Ski's is awesome. I love his website. So here's the car on the track. And again, can you see the different shade? So here's the hood vent, and that's black. This doesn't match. This monster banner is black background, but it doesn't match. So this is just not black. And I'm like, holy cow, I got to pause here. So, because I was getting ready to paint it, right? Now, if you want to see a black car, there's black, right? There's your black car. That's not that. And my reflection's showing here, so I'm going to try to slide over here a little bit. But you see that? That is black. That's not. So looking at this a little bit closer, this is what I settled on. This is Rust-Oleum's Dark Walnut. It's not a paint and primer, so that's why I had to prime it. But this is a Dark Walnut. My problem is, I'm not convinced this is it. I mean, this is what I'm going with. But I'm not convinced this is it, because honestly, I was just going back and forth, actually the last couple of days, and maybe I wasted too much time on this. But looking at this car, I'm thinking, is this like a dark smoke, really super dark metallic smoke color, or is it kind of a brown, a brownish color? And again, maybe I'll just do this. There's black. That's clearly black. That's not. Come down here. That looks kind of brownish to me, like super dark brown. And this little diagram here, unfortunately, doesn't have the paint codes and stuff that sometimes they have, right? They sometimes show the paint codes on these things, on these designs. But again, I just don't think so. Looking at this, right? So looking along the sides here, I'm like, you know what? This is like a super dark brown. So that's what I'm going with, Sam. I hope it's going to scratch that itch for you and make this car. But yeah, I just going back and forth, trying to find out exactly what best paint color to use for that, and I've settled on this Rust-Oleum Dark Walnut, and we will go with that, guys. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that today. I'm also building this. It's kind of unique. I've got one up on eBay right now, but I wanted to try a different color. So I had gone to Walmart, and I picked up this Color Shot Smoke and Mirrors metallic. You guys saw I bought the marshmallow, the orange slice, and I figured let me try this metallic color and see what it looks like. And this is basically what it looks like. It is definitely, let me pan down here a little bit. It's definitely metallic. No doubt about it. It actually also has, it's not like 100% smooth finish. It kind of has a little gritty finish to it. So that's an interesting dynamic of this paint. But that is definitely a metallic, glittery paint. And so you can see it definitely looks smooth, but to the feel it has, trust me, it has a kind of a little bit of a rough finish to it. Of course, I'm going to get some sealer on it and everything, but I'm going to make one of these. I think this is a really cool paint scheme. I'm not really a Chase Briscoe fan, but I think this is a really cool paint scheme. So I figured I'd try to do this and make it kind of like a one-of-a-kind type car. So playing around with that, guys. Got some decals to order, and I'm actually waiting on some decals. I have a lot of requests, guys, a lot of requests to make, and so trying to get all these things knocked out as quickly as I can, and also again just show you guys what I do, you know, and show this hobby and explain some of the things that I've got going on. But so that's what's up, guys. Hope you have a blessed Saturday and a blessed July 4th weekend. I was emailing with some guys at work and yesterday on Friday, and just having that thought of how awesome it is to be in this country, the greatest country ever. The great freedoms we have, the great joys that we have, opportunities we have, just a terrific country that we are blessed to live in. And to celebrate our independence is a wonderful thing, kind of a somber thing for me, to be honest. As I get older, you get more sentimental, and I'm just so blessed and thankful to God I was born in this country, and so many people that are under oppression and don't have that independence, don't have that freedom, tyrannical government, and yet here we are. And so just enjoying this awesome hobby. So you guys have a blessed day, and we will talk to you in the next video. Take care.